I connected Revit with Claude and the results have absolutely shocked me. In my previous videos, I have always said that AI can never replace architects or AI can never replace actual BIM modelers. But this experience has made me doubt all of that. In this video, I'm going to show you the entire process, how I have connected Claude with Revit, what softwares and what MCP I am using and how I am using it. And also we will go ahead and check out few of the features and few of the abilities and power that Claude gives us. And guys, before we start this video, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to this channel. I need your support to keep making these kind of videos for us. So to connect Revit with Claude, you need to download the first plugin that is actually very helpful, and I have made previous videos about it. It's PyRevit, and as you can see on your screen, you can download PyRevit from here. I'm going to give you the link in the description so you can go ahead and check that out. So once you have downloaded PyRevit, as you can see, once you have downloaded PyRevit, it will appear like you need to restart your Revit and it will appear over here in the PyRevit section. And now you will go here on the left hand side top corner and then click on extensions. And once you have clicked on extensions, in the search bar over here, you will go ahead and type MCP. So once you have the MCP options, both the MCP options, Revit MCP Python, MCP Server for Revit Python. So you will just go here, and if you haven't installed it, it will ask you to install it. So you can go ahead and install these two in your PC. Next thing that you have to install is this MCP Server for Revit. And here you will find the installation, and I am giving you the link so you can directly install it. And once you have done that, you will open your Revit. You will open Claude Desktop. So once you have opened your Claude Desktop, this is how it will look like. Go on your profile and go to settings. And after going to settings, you will see developer option over here. So click on that developer option. Go and click on edit config. Once you have clicked that, you will see this file. This is Claude Desktop configuration file. So this is not a PDF. It is showing as Adobe Acrobat document, but it is not. So you will click right click on it and then open with. And then you will open it with your Visual Studio or your PowerShell. Anything you can select. Visual Studio is something that you need to download from the internet. So I would suggest you can use PowerShell for this. So click on it. And guys, once you have this open, you will just need to select all and copy paste this. You will need to paste in the path where you have installed your main PyRevit file. Once you have copy pasted this entire thing in your Visual Studio or your PowerShell, add the location. So the location will be something like this, how I am showing you right now. So you just need to show the path where your main PyRevit extension, MCP extension lives, so that Claude can go there and connect it. So once you have done this, you need to close everything. You will go ahead and close all of it. You need to close your Revit. You need to close your Claude as well. And for closing Claude, if you close your Claude from here, it never actually shuts down. You will need to go here, right click on it and then quit. And also from your task manager as well, you need to close the entire Claude completely from your local PC. So once you have done this and you will open Claude, here you will see something. Go on the plus icon and then see connectors, and you will see here PyRevit connector. So once you have done this, your Revit is connected to Claude. and you can control your Revit interface with Claude. Here I will just go ahead and show you some samples. Let's see, I have given it some basic context, and let's see if it can make that happen in our Revit model. It is drafting a floor plan right now. Now I will ask it to model this plan in Revit. It has created walls. Walls are in. Now I will add floor for each room, then place doors and rooms. Wow. It's not just going to create walls, just random walls. It is going to create doors as well. So I'm just going to see, is it able to analyze what kind of space works, or what kind of house plan will work, or which one won't work. Because right now what it has made is something that probably won't work. It is closed from all sides, as you can see over here. But let's see what it's doing. It has created floor, which is a great thing. It didn't have floor, but right now also all the walls and all the rooms are closed. So I'm just going to see like how it's going to connect all of these. Very curious. It's like you have a helping buddy to help you with some certain things. Wow. It has named all the rooms. It haven't placed the text or the tags, but all the rooms are numbered and all the rooms are named. It is doing a better job than a fresher who has just started using Revit. So I would say that this is a really good thing that we have, and it is a bit scary because right now it can analyze, it can create a space that makes sense. It doesn't make absolute sense, but it is doing something that we can actually utilize. So guys, I'm going to use the sample project that comes along with Revit, and I will ask Claude to do certain things. Let's see. It has added all the room tags. It has added windows to the rooms. It has added a door to the entry hall, but it forgot to add a wall over here for some reason. I don't know. It has added a door to a bedroom that is outside. So it can't plan right now. It what it can do is basically create a plan from your existing floor plans. So next what we will do is go ahead and try with that where I will take a floor plan. Then I will ask Claude to create a model based on a floor plan. AI is here to stay. AI is here for a longer run. And I would say that you guys should also go ahead and delve into the AI and the usage of AI and how you can benefit out of it. Because guys, I'm not saying that it can replace us. Not now. But I'm sure in future, as the advancement of technology goes on and advancement of AI goes on, this will change everything. This will change how we model. This will change how we do or present architecture. Things like presentation drawings would diminish. The entire careers of people are getting diminished because of the AI rendering as well. And we have to decide that on which side we will be on. Are we those people who will be ignorant, who will be saying, oh, it's nothing? Or the people who will go ahead, dive deep into it, and create something new or create something good for themselves? So the decision is up to you. And guys, if you like this video, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to this channel. We need your support. So take care. I'll see you soon.